Soft.
Oh, shit.
Fruit that has this purple punch that's pretty delicious. Pretty sure they're tired now.
Yep. So, good evening, everybody. DM
Sorry.
Stillwater here, bringing another Monday night brew. Tonight we've got a couple of new players on our roster. We will let them introduce themselves here in a minute. But if you last remember, our adventurers had just defeated Shameless the Playwright and destroyed a cursed mask. A few of our players were knocked incapacitated and dragged from the sewers. And for a quick little recap, they had learned that a strange energy, a strange thing has been unleashed by probably the children of Kronos. At least that's what the demon's last words were. A being so old and ancient that it's been ripped from the annals of history. How will our players handle this? Right now, they find themselves sitting in front of their patron, Stephone Trimbull, who is ready to introduce some new players. So here we go. Players, what are you guys thinking? You just finished defeating Shameless, learning that there is another even more powerful darkness in the shadows, and you find yourselves in a garden very similar to the ones found in Anheuser. Players, how we doing?
Doing good.
Do we have to be here?
I look over
Where the hell are
to
we
Tim, and I tell him, I said, this garden doesn't have enough mushrooms. You need to fix that.
Absolutely right.
Where the hell are we at?
You're the one that took this. I don't know. I figured you would know.
I don't know.
You're the one that met this guy.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you were playing some games with him or something.
I play games with everybody.
I
You gotta be
know.
more specific.
In the Queens thing, you were there. And he told you to go find the kids?
Kids. Is he on that list that you don't want to be on? Kids?
No.
This
Maybe,
mushroom
I don't
will
know,
go
I
good
didn't ask.
here, and this mushroom goes good here. Ooh, nice shiny one right over in that. Got it.
So Lord Trimbull sits there, places one foot over the other, and sits back and looks over and says, Lord Steve George Bob, Lord Tripp, it seems the two of you have fulfilled your obligations. Who are your friends with you? And why is he rooting around in my garden?
Turn around, stand up straight.
He's a gardener of sorts. Jay and I met him along the road. He's been quite helpful.
Bringing more life to your shepherd.
Tim is what he goes by. I'm not sure you could really pronounce the whole thing.
You can definitely let them plant, though. It's totally cool. I promise they're not poisonous. Don't eat the orange ones.
Also, possibly yes.
All right,
The
what
purple
They're all
ones.
mostly fine.
Tim, what form are you in? Are you in your humanoid form? Are you in your Philbrog's form?
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. If anywhere in civilization, I guess, anywhere in public, I'm just your average pale-skinned human.
All right, so as you're standing there in your humanoid form, rooting around in the mushrooms, Trimbull makes his combat. With surprising spring and reflexes, he closes the distance to stand in front of Tripp and just kind of looking over at him and looking you up and down. He's like, Now, Lord Trimbull is a well-dressed man and is mid to late 20s, sharp blue jacket with a gray waist undercoat, blue pants and nice boots. You notice there's a few sets of earrings hanging from one ear. He has a set of spectacles on. And you also notice he's got pistols at his sides. He looks you up and down, Tim. And surprisingly enough, he says in a strange language that you can only understand, the three suns rise with the three moons. And you know the response.
Yes, I know the response.
It's whatever you want it to be, man. It's Monday Night Brew, remember?
Oh, the three moons set with the two suns?
Just say yes.
Say purple mushrooms grow in
You want a
your
mushroom?
I was waiting for him to say some type of mushroom or something.
It should be purple mushrooms grow in your garden.
He turns
Hey,
around.
man, your garden's really loud. It's crying out in anguish. It needs help.
Roll a deception check on that one. He's kind of particular of this garden. You roll a knowledge of nature versus what you said. With that, while you're looking over the garden, Lord Trimbull kind of steps around, steps in front, and says, and leans back on that fountain. Says, to my right and to my left behind me here are two individuals who would like to be introduced. I had to test their caliber to make sure that they were interesting enough to maybe work for me. And like you, they proved themselves useful. But I no longer have a use for them. And I feel the festivities that will be happening in my fair city here soon is not a place for them. If you would, I would like to introduce Falcon and Kronos.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
All over the
Kronos?
place.
Valken just kind of looks like he is a large human male with night black hair and a single gray white streak that goes down the center. He's not wearing anything right now other than what looks like a haft for where his weapon would sit and his what looks like dress clothes, probably for talking to lords. It's not super fancy. It's probably something just for casual business wear, probably to a lord. He has a tabard on, which looks like a red sun over what you assume to be a battlefield, since there seems to be what looks like scattered different kinds of weaponry throughout the imagery of the tabard. He has a full beard, all black, and definitely looks like a warrior build. Does not have his weapon on him right now, probably because he is in a lord's estate. He'll kind of look up and goes, yes, Lord, the Lord was kind enough to tell us about your exploits. I myself was just looking for gold. Traveling life, you have an opportunity pop up, a lord asks for a little aid, and the promise of gold was always an option. Especially when there was nothing better to do in this town. And that's Valken. That's all he really says after the introduction.
Alright, and for Kronos, he's a skinny, medium-sized human. He has long hair and a full beard. And he is here basically because he used to be a farmer, and that got boring for him, so now he's looking for an adventure.
I'm going to look at Kronos and go, any relation to the children of Kronos?
No relation. Just a name.
And who would your parents be?
I never really got to meet him. I was raised by my village people.
Did they dance and sing a lot?
So you may be one of the children of Kronos then.
I guess it's possible, but as far as I've been told, I'm not.
That hurt. Don't do that.
Malcolm goes, well, all this talk about this, who's his fathers and, who fathered who. Good Lord, could we get our payment possibly for our job we just accomplished? And I don't know what work I have. Are you unemploying us? Are we being hoisted upon this party here?
Way to just impose yourself onto us like we want you to hang out with us.
He says, and this is where the dilemma comes in as he finishes walking around the bird bath there and then walks back over to some flowers. It seems that not only did you solve my problem, but you also enlightened me to one that I did not know about. For all those that were a part of the deeds that you stopped in the sewers were left horribly marked. And unfortunately, my brother was one of them.
A bath will clean that off.
And now there's time for blood must be spilled in my city. I do not wish. I do not wish for you to get caught up in this, for I also know that you have a debt to my brother, and now because of this slight on my family, I take upon the debt, or should I say, a bet, with the one named Mr. Alabaster Graves, I believe.
Who the fuck is that?
That's the guy with the machine.
The guy stole or shut up.
The what?
Yeah, I remember the guy you're talking about.
He's the guy back at the house. Hornridge left us, right?
Yes.
He was the guy with that contraption in his house.
Yeah.
Talk to us. You're real dumb.
Yeah, so
He's the Mad Hatter.
but now that you have a bet with me, I can no longer be seen showing you all favor. So in the tragedies that are about to come, I cannot show you any mercy. So I ask that you make quick haste and finish whatever deeds you have left in Rooster City and be gone by the midnight bell. What do you got,
Could I... Sorry, go ahead.
Who the fuck are you to talk to us like this? You don't know who we are. Shut up. Talk like that loud.
Question from Valken. Are we also having this debt hoisted upon us? I'm really confused how we got tossed into this debt or how that played out if we completed a job for him.
It was
Well,
your
you wanted
guys'
him on our party.
It was your guys' investigation that led the clues to help the city guards find Shameless, and then the city guards used his party to go fight and kill Shameless.
Okay. But is he kicking us out of the city? Because that's what it sounded like.
Mm-hmm.
He's asking you to leave only because of what is about to happen in the city. If anybody wants to roll me, well, hold on. I was
getting ready to say, wait. Did you just say a tragedy is coming? How do you know this?
Is he saying on that shit? Tell me what you know.
About what?
I know a lot.
Steve coming in clutch.
Oh, shit. I rolled the wrong guy. I have a +5.
You better tell me that shit.
All right. So, Steve, you know that the way the hierarchy of this city is, it's 3 individual cities ran, each one by a Trimbull, one of 3 brothers. If one of the brothers is ever found deceitful or corrupt, the other two brothers have an obligation to wipe out the nobles and cleanse that part of the city of the taint in a very drastic purge-like manner.
They're gonna set it on fire, guys.
And usually any outsiders are considered, bad influence, which caused, one of the great lords of Rooster City to fall. So most non-citizens are asked to leave the city, especially non-countrymen.
That's fine. You gotta burn stuff down that, regrows from ashes.
I hope this event doesn't impact any possible future hiring of those of my company.
Trimbull gives you a sly look and says, why, of course not. People of your caliber are definitely welcome back in Rooster City. But for now, though, I do ask that you leave after you make any final preparations, only for your safety, my friends. And good luck. And may the better win. With that, Lord Trimbull waves his hands, and in front of him, a few sacks of gold appear and a staff. He says, I think this should be more than compensation for your deeds. And with that, he walks away.
May the force be with you, sir.
Valken just walks
What's
over to
this
Cronus.
staff looking like?
You guys know how to open the party sheet? I know it would be hard for English.
It's a long stick.
Yeah.
But
Oh, wow.
English and Justin, or I say Valken and Kronos, you guys don't worry about the treasure being split in this section, only because I didn't think I was going to have 2 new players tonight, so everything was built with the players I already had.
Okay,
So
well,
I'll give you guys, like, Valken, I already gave you a set amount of gold. English, I'll do the same.
Sorry.
it's gonna separate us, right? Because I thought if we were in the party sheet, it's gonna instantly read us.
Well, somebody just do the math and check them. So it'd just be the 3 of you, the 4 of you guys splitting that 5,000.
I only remember 3 of us being conscious.
You guys,
I don't remember any of us being conscious.
It's 1,436 to each person. For 4 people. 1,436 gold pieces for each person.
Jesus.
So I throw Bob 6 gold
Yes.
and warn him not to try to take my weapon again.
I'll just take your gold.
all right, Kronos, I gave you a set amount of gold.
All right.
All right.
So Trip kind of looks at the staff a little, wondering, like, to see if he can see anything special about it.
Roll an arcane check. Just a quick glance at it, but you definitely see runes upon it. There is an aura about it.
How much gold was it? 1,336.
1,436.
436.
As Kronos is as Valken's watching you split your gold, he just walks over to Kronos and starts whispering to him a conversation.
So Bob gets 6 gold, and George gets 50 gold, and Steve gets 50 gold.
I don't know how to whisper to you, so
You can right-click my token at the top of the screen, and then you want to click the one that looks like the human head, and then it'll. And then you just type into the chat box when it says /W space and then my character name.
No. Tim's gonna walk over and just plop a big bag of gold in Steve's hand.
Yeah.
There you go.
Gold.
I have no idea what to do with all of this.
I will hold all your gold, Tim. When you need it, come find me. I probably won't have it.
It's a bag of 500 gold.
Falcon kind of turns to this party of three who's having this conversation about gold, and he's kind of been listening and goes, well, I don't know about you three or what you did for the Lord, but obviously it was something very effective for him to pay you so well. I need to go into the city to buy supplies, along with Kronos. I don't know if you have anywhere to go after this, but we can leave the city together if that's what you wish, but I need to go buy supplies.
Trip picks up this little piece of paper that's laying on the ground, and he's like, "Guys, we gotta get going. The children of Kronos are on the move. We gotta hurry. If we're going shopping, let's go now and get out of here."
Yes, we need to go shopping.
Who's going shopping?
Yeah. We can go look.
All right, with that, you guys slowly start making your way from the gardens and in back to the city of Rooster. Do you wish to go shopping as a group or break off individually or in packs? I'm about to clear the map and drop the city map.
I'm gonna steal all their gold before they leave.
You would do something like that? Well, that's only going to work against one individual.
Is he trying to stealth? Because that does not work near me. If he tries to sneak up on me, so...
No, I'm not being sneaky at all. I'm standing next to you talking to you.
Yeah, sleight of hand. Are you robbing blind? I'm not paying attention right now because I know it's probably a horrible, horrible thing.
I don't know. At least one person so far is going to have a chance. And then I'm going to run away.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them. All right, first person, who do you target first?
So is he walking up to us as he's talking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm walking up, talking to you. Hey, how's it going? Just some sort of little half walking up.
Falcon heard your entire conversation about stealing gold, so he just does nothing to do with you. He just looks at Kronos and goes, I'm going to go get some stuff that I need to refresh on, so you can come with, but I'm probably going to be leaving out the south gate onto the road. I got to go refresh my armor since it kind of fell apart in that sewer, I ain't going to lie.
Yep. So the white square on the map that I just saved you, that is where you guys are currently at. All right. So
the first is to take Jay's weapon. The second one is to put it in another slot.
Okay, which weapon?
Which weapon? You have some 2 axes, a
All
sword.
of them.
Whatever one is as big as me.
His great sword and his battle axe.
Great axe are as big as you. And trust me, if you switch those around, that's gonna make a huge difference.
All right, so your first move is to you, like a ninja, kind of come up and slip that great sword free. Roll a perception, Jay.
Got it. Come on, that 20.
Come on.
Your inner feral senses are alerted. As you are leaving the garden and kind of walking around, it's like you feel like there's a predator nearby. All right.
I just
Roll-
call out,
Later.
George, I just gave you 50 gold. Leave my weapons alone.
Roll another perception.
All right, here you go. You have it back. And without him seeing me again, I'd jump back up, put it right back in its sheath, and be like, okay.
All right. So, what's your third roll? Who are you tagging with that?
I'm going to take his gold this time.
Roll a perception with advantage because your back of your hair is standing up.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I gave you gold. You're going to steal my gold again? Oh, you got to be kidding me. Seriously.
Oh.
And I'm going to put the gold in Chip's pocket and blame him.
Roll trip, roll. Hey, you better roll a perfect fucking perception check. Trip, as you guys are now have reached the street to where you're about to break off to go shopping. Steve kind of walks up and gives you a hearty pat on the back there and gives you a wink and kind of steps on out. So what is, you guys have all kind of like formed a semicircle and are looking amongst each other. What are we thinking?
Valcon looks at between him and Kronos. We lost a lot of equipment down there, so we need to do a refresher. Me and him are going to be heading towards an armory and a weaponsmith, because those are the two things we need the most. If they follow us, they follow us. But Valcon's kind of only looking at Kronos because he's the only one who he's worked with on an investigation, so he's just gonna be like, we need to go fix our stuff, since, you know, all this windfall of gold.
So two new individuals, they start to head off in the direction of where shopping can be done. What is everybody else doing?
I'm going to follow them.
All right, Steve follows them.
So Trip's looking for, I'm like, I'll catch up with you guys. I need to go to the bank. And he looks in his pocket and like, man, it didn't feel like this much before. I'll catch up, guys.
All right.
And so I'm going to the bank to make some deposits, and hopefully I need some diamonds. So I'm hoping they can help me with diamonds, and then I got to go look for just odds and ends that I may need for my crafts as we go traveling.
All right. What is Jay doing?
I am looking for some sort of clothing that would boost my dexterity.
All right, so you're going to go look at the arms and armor shop as well?
Yep.
And, all right, so you're going to follow them? You're going to go with them, or are you going to go by yourself to
I don't know that. Do I know that they're going to an armor shop?
Yeah, because Valkin said aloud that, I don't know about you guys, but I need to replace my gear. That last mission there, them slimes and oozes destroyed my stuff.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, hey, is it Valkan?
My name is Valcon. However,
Valcon.
Some people just call me Val. Some call me Valken. Some have called me Falcon because they don't want to say the V. They say the V is an F. Val, or if you can say Valcon, are my two preferences.
I'm gonna call you.
Okay, I'll try to remember Valcon. I can actually do some repairs to your armor if it's just regular armor.
Oh no, those guys totally destroyed it. Like it is gone. The only thing I have left is my weapon that I just didn't bring into the noble place, but my armor is gonzo.
Well, I'll follow you because I'm looking for maybe gloves or some boots that will help me out.
Yes,
Uh,
I don't know.
Do you guys need a little money to spend? I've got a little extra. I don't.
Well,
It's a little more than I thought.
I'm missing some gold. Mine feels a little lighter.
Where'd it go?
Oh, okay. Here.
Okay.
This seemed heavier than it was when we left the garden.
Yeah, I noticed a little bit of less gold, but I'm more worried about my weapons than my gold.
Yeah, I don't need it.
Gold is returned. Trip, you do notice though that the pocket that you keep the deed to the vineyard in is empty. And you guys are all continuously moving along. Tim, this interaction is strange and different to you. The mentality of the friends that are around you are, you're starting to see them more like a druid, group, that bonding mentality. But the city still is strange. But you start to see like some growth in the ecosystem of it. It's not as foreign and weird to you. But you notice your traveling companions are moving down the road in light conversation. What are you doing?
I'm gonna follow with them.
Turn into a mushroom. Let me put you in my pocket.
Turn you into a mushroom.
Okay.
Hey, Steve, do you and
Steve,
George and Bob want to come to the bang with me, man? You might have luck there.
They don't let me in there.
Oh.
I don't know why. Every
They
time I'm there, I make massive deposits. I mean, I make massive withdrawals too, but
that makes sense.
I do think
things do have a way of moving around when you're nearby.
I don't hear anybody complain though.
You just maybe don't hear anybody complain.
you just gotta listen to the trees, man. You think you're hidden, but the trees and the plants, the grass that you're standing on, they know you're there.
The grass don't know shit.
Oh, the grass is shit.
As you guys are moving along, Val and Steve seem to be heading in the same direction towards a particular weapons shop. As you guys are moving through, the rest of everybody else kind of falls behind, and slowly you guys are like, where are they taking me? Steve, you look to Val like, how do you know of this shop?
Oh, if he looks at me like that, I'm like, trust me, I need new equipment a lot. It's part of the profession.
I don't think you get it. You don't know where we're going. My boy.
I thought we were going to an armor shop, not a weapon shop.
We were going to both.
You need arms for your weapons.
All right, as you guys come around another corner, start moving through what seems to be in the back alley of not in the back alley, in a small section of the city. Jay, the smells and sounds of metal being worked, the heat of the forge, the sounds that you're very accustomed to, start to ting your senses a little bit as you come around into an area of about 6 or 7 different small forges, about 13 men and 13 individuals moving about. In the center, there's a small stand that has various goods on it, and standing in the center of this stand is a huge male tabaxi with the color of a snow leopard fur. Steve, you don't recognize. This is not the normal person you deal with. All right, now I just dropped in chat a parcel. These are the weapons and armor that are for sale at this particular shop. You guys want to go ahead and click on them. I've also changed all the prices on all the items and identified them. So we're doing a trust system here, guys. If you purchase an item, adjust your gold accordingly.
So they change it. So where are the parcels now?
No, I dropped it
They're
in the
there.
chat. You can check in the chat, too.
Yeah, but I'm trying to click on the chat and it's not opening anything up.
I'm loading back in. My
Okay.
shit crashed.
All good, sir.
Do
All right,
they
then, then
not?
check under the parcels under Rooster City Shopping, Weapons and Armor 2. That's the one you guys found.
Do they not have base level weapons either? Because I know longbow and arrows was something that Kronos was looking for.
Yes.
Yeah, base weapons are there.
But if you're looking for base weapons, I can make you a base weapon.
Yes, yeah, that too.
And if you're lucky, it may come out a little bit sharper than usual.
The
Yeah,
glaive looks kind of nice, although I'm trying to save up for armor, but you know, the armor I'm saving for isn't that expensive if I just want normal. So, yeah, you know what? I'll go for it. That glaive is looking really nice.
Ooh, what's this Warhammer?
Yeah, I'm just looking for a longbow.
Yeah, there's other shops that you guys can still go to also. I don't have any armor for your character either, English, so
Okay.
what you would do is you'd go onto the right side of the screen, go to your tabs. Oh shoot, did you show him how to get his tabs out there so he can find parcels?
He has items. Items is one of the base parcels that's always up.
Yeah, I just shared the record. I forgot I could do that.
Is there anyone that like a tailor that makes like gloves and boots and?
Yeah, there's normal tailors around.
Because I'm looking for like the gauntlets of dexterity or like boots of speed or something.
There's at this
Something
shop,
that'll
there's
give me
nothing.
either AC or quick. Yeah, I know this would be a blacksmith, but I'm looking for gloves more than armor. But I'm glad I'm here because I found a Warhammer.
Yep.
Now, how do I add it to my?
You should be able to go to your character sheet, go to the items tab, and drag the gold circle over to your items tab of whatever item you're getting, and then adjust your gold accordingly.
So I'm correct in saying that Warhammer's 500 gold.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, like I said, I went through and priced all the weapons. Everything that I'm going to share with you guys, it's already been priced. Ooh.
Is there like a magic place here?
So that's
Enchanting?
the next one would be...
Wow.
Jaya knows. Somehow.
Waiting on
Yeah.
Trip.
Did this armor actually
Oh,
go ahead and
sorry.
boost all my stats?
Which one?
The ethereal breastplate armor?
Yeah,
Did
that
it
will,
already?
it'll give special abilities.
No, I
So
meant
this-
did it automatically up my armor class and stuff?
Yep, it should once we'll double
Roll
check
that
it's
one.
equipped. All right, so Trip, Ja, you know of one place. Trip, you know of another one. Do you guys wish to go to separate places or go to one then go to the other?
I'm gonna go with Trip at first, and I'll be like, let's see, check yours out because you seem to know a little bit more about this art magic
Oh.
stuff.
Okay, sure. I need a few things.
Can you make armor as well as weapons?
I can, yeah.
I'm just wondering if it's cheaper than the base level item that I'm going to be trying to get.
All right, so the first place that Trip knows about is everybody going in a group? You guys done shopping at this place?
Yeah, none of this armor is really useful. I mean, base level. That's the only thing I could probably get.
All right, so you guys move on to the next shop as a group. I just shared what's for sale at this one.
That's a little bit more up my alley.
Ooh.
Are you kidding me? The rod. I love it.
Dude, I feel like we should have one of those.
Yeah, how many are for sale? Where are they? 4 of them, it looks like. I am buying one for 120 gold pieces sold.
So, is this more of a magic shop or an alchemy shop? I noticed a couple of the potions. I'm just wondering if the shop owner takes part in making some of these potions.
The shop owner is a middle-aged human male, balding, kind of portly fellow, wearing a purple robe with yellow trim on it. Looks to see some type of arcane writing on it. If somebody would like to roll, they can. He wanders through the store, showing off all of the wares. You ask him if he makes these items. He says he's dabbled in scribing of scrolls and crafting of a few trinkets here and there, but mostly his potions he just buys and sells.
Oh. Do you have a known supplier in town?
No, mostly adventurers like yourselves who come in do not know what the potions do. Have me identify them. Then when they realize that they don't need them, I trade them for other items. Most of my stock I receive through trading.
Nice. Okay. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, sir.
Ouch, that's hefty.
Hmm.
Also at this shop, Trip, buying items for spell components are here. So if you need to get diamonds, so on and so forth, stuff like that here is available for you.
Yeah, I did until my eyes got big and saw the other things. Last time I was in this shop, he didn't have some of these things.
No, and he keeps eyeing this giant book on the side of a table there, and he keeps looking at you. And he says, the Atlas of Endless Horizons, good sir. I believe that has your name on it. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. All right, Steve. Or who's in charge right now, George? Or Bob? Are you behaving yourself?
What? Do you actually have to ask that?
Well, yeah, I do.
So, just quickly, I bought the Amulet of Health, but I've equipped it, but it's not showing my Constitution as 19.
Probably go under spells and then see if I've got the Rob 2E coding effect turned on for wondrous items.
I don't have spells.
Sometimes it's easier just to do it manually for an item like that. Just to change your main tab to 19 and just write a note with what your original score is and put it on your sheet somewhere.
You want to take it, or do you want to pay for it?
Oh, I paid for it. I took the gold out
No,
already.
no, you did. I know you did. You're fine.
Oh,
You're
sorry,
good.
sorry. Yeah.
Our barbarian is very, very caring.
I already bought the haversack.
I'm thinking about this ring of mind shielding.
All right, are you going to heist it or are you going to lift it right now?
I think I'm gonna.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm going to say stealing from the magic guy is usually the worst decision you can make.
he's stealing it from the barbarian.
Oh!
Did the barbarian already buy it?
Yeah, I took the gold out and everything.
For the haversack, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
If there's only one of them, then yeah.
Yep.
I paid for the ring and the haversack.
Yeah, so
I love it. It's brilliant. There's still two more stores to go
Trip's
to.
flipping through that book and he's just drooling and he's like,
Also,
I
guys,
don't know-
don't forget, there's two more stores.
I just don't know if I have the skills for this yet. But I'm sure they will come. I'm sure they will come. Sure. Perhaps since we've done such good deeds for the city, sir, perhaps you could offer a discount.
I'm also gonna say I also just spent over 1,000 gold in your fine store here.
Yeah, he did.
What is that?
Roll me an insight check to try to find some way to connect with this salesman here to try to talk him down.
Both of us are just him.
No, he's like, the minute I saw this, it had your name on it, and I know what it's worth.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Steve, if you see anything you like, just,
Well, why
I'm going to
he's
be
doing-
talking to this gentleman about this book for a little while. So, yep. Okay, you're right. He keeps flipping through it.
Well noted.
I'll get here one day.
I'd like to say Valken looked at what the prices and what was available in the store, kind of realized there wasn't anything he wanted, and walked back out, so he's not actually in there right now.
All right, you know where there's another weapon shop. I'm just going to go ahead and share that with everybody.
I'll take it. He starts chilling out little things, and he's like, any chance you could throw in a couple of diamonds? I just need 3 or 4.
He has 3.
I'll take them.
All right.
Thank you. Those I can't find, though, for some reason, in the items.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'll just add them.
All right, so I just shared the last 2 shops with you guys.
Oh,
So-
there it is.
Look through them. Let me know if anything else piques your fancy. Steve, are you going to heist any of these shops?
Wait for me to leave.
No, heisting means he has to plan. Lifting means he does it now. He was going to heist the shop to get the Headwards handy sack, but now he's just going to wait till Jay's asleep and take it. All right. As you guys are coming out of shopping, just let me know when you guys are done shopping. All right. A runner comes up with a tabard, and Jay, you recognize the tabard as the minor noble house that you took the remains of the son to.
Damn it. I need those too.
Remains of a son?
Yeah. When
it was Steve that took us there because he knew the crest.
Right, but you dug through all the stuff.
Yeah.
And I did hand out the alchemy jug, potion of healing, scroll of resistance, unseen servant, the short bow +1.
What?
No, I didn't hand that out yet. All right. So that's now in the party sheet. You guys spread that out amongst yourselves. Who's going to take that staff?
So I would, Trip will definitely take the staff if nobody else. I don't know. Is anybody else a caster?
I mean,
Is it identified? Because to me, it just says quarterstaff.
No, it's not.
If we can
it has some
identify it.
runes and things on it so far, right?
I could.
Wait, is this more
potentially
gold?
use it depending
It was
on
only
what
500 more, so everybody would get 125 more gold.
How many rings
from the
can you wear?
From the original thing.
One thing I am going to do with 5e is keep the tier item system. So right now you guys can have 4 magic items equipped. Yeah, but I'm adding one.
Okay. I was like,
I know, yeah.
Can
Because-
I get that? Sorry, can I get that last weapon shop shared again? I accidentally closed it when dragging it around. Thanks.
Ooh, there's liquid in the jug.
Might be nice to have those.
Oh, here, you guys are going to take the time and...
Man, I gotta tell you
hold
though.
on. Here, check those items. They should be identified now.
800 minus 2.
So that's for Tim anyway. Tim needs that staff.
Oh, is it? Nice that.
Ooh.
It's a shopping adventure on Monday Night Brew.
Hey Steve.
I know it's a riveting for our watchers this evening, but sometimes you just part of the game. Sitting back, figuring out what's good for the characters.
Dang it.
See how they build, what they're gonna do, and I wonder how this next adventure, this challenge I'm gonna throw at them, how they're gonna take it. I love all the concentration look on their faces. They're like, do I get this? Do I get that? How can I use this
spent all
in
my
combat?
money at the last store, Mama, and now I need more.
Is that what you're coming to the Bank of Steve for?
Yeah, I was gonna gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. Nah.
Give me a minute. I'm going to go steal from Valken.
No thanks.
Is he going to try? Valken does not like when people get close to him, and he would know the
Trip,
second he got within 10 feet.
Do you need any of these scrolls? Are these spells that you need?
Someone say Valken, my bad. No, none of those scrolls
Correct.
are interested me.
All right. So, have we finished shopping, or are you guys still drooling over the little onesie-twosie items there to throughout it?
Also, yes.
Nah, I'm done.
I'm still looking at this second store.
Oh.
Steve, are you buying anything? Jay, have you purchased anything else?
Yes, I've. So
Kind of like that.
I have bought
Okay.
the Amulet of Health,
Mine.
Bracers of Defense,
Mine.
Eyes of Minute Seeing.
You're hitting your magic item limit pretty quick there.
Yeah.
No,
You
I am.
Yeah, but that's fine. But the Eyes of Minute Seeing isn't magical. The only two magical items that I got, I got three magical items that I bought, which is the Amulet of Health, the Bracers of Defense, and the Warhammer of Rock Moving. I named it.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I
The
didn't make a
Warhammer
specialty
plus-
weapon, bro, for that cheap. Hold on.
It's a Warhammer +2. And I just named it the Warhammer of Rock Moving.
I like it. I like
I
it.
want to put the haversack in my bag of holding.
Just
Of
because.
course you would.
Ah,
Of course you would.
seriously. I just got booted.
Oh. Internet's been touchy the past couple of days.
Especially in that southern area.
Yep.
Alright. Taking the Scroll of Sleep Storm.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
So I've got two magical weapons, but I don't use them at the same time.
You still
So is
get your
that-
attunements only allowed the X. So you can only be working with 4 magical items. So your Vicious Greatsword, which is 1, and then those 3 magic items you just got. So that would put you at your limit at 4.
Okay, even though that there's only one of them that needs to be attuned.
Oh, man. Oh, there he is.
Do.
I lost everything. Can you pop those
Sure can. Hold on one second.
stores back up for me?
Oh, I just closed them all up. 4 magic items. I'm not going with the whole attunement thing and
Okay,
things like
I just
that.
I
Yeah.
just wanted to check, like I know you had said.
Yeah, because I figure I give you more than the normal, the way it works and everything else. And this is honestly the most magic items I think you guys have gotten access to since we started playing.
Yep.
Oh.
So
The DM's a dick.
I am a dick.
And the Warhammer is definitely a magic weapon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's good to know.
Oh, I think
I'm really just looking for
Scrolls.
that last store that had the scrolls. I was going to grab a couple of the scrolls, I think.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to.
No rush, man. We can kind of keep moving. I can grab them later.
Can you hear me?
It'll take
Yeah,
me some
hey,
time
he's
to
back. What's up, Danny?
read them and all that.
Yeah, I'm still don't have a longbow.
Yeah, I would. Your items tab on the left side. I mean, on the right side of your screen. Click on. You probably don't have anything loaded. Give me a second, and I'll give you one.
Yeah, I've got stuff.
Still don't see why diamonds is not in there. What the hell? I'm just gonna add.
Yeah, I see it.
So Valcon, what kind of armor do you need?
You can make splint or plate. That's what I wear usually.
There you go, Trip. Does that work for you?
Thanks.
Make sure you draw wieners on his arm.
I can make both.
I mean, is it the full price if you're making it?
It's just materials.
So how much would you need? I have 1,000 gold pieces if I don't buy the splint that I
Yeah, I gotta
if
take
that,
that.
was gonna take up.
That's
damn it.
that's up to the DM to decide how much.
Do we also have the time to make plate because we have to leave the city by tonight? So
Oh, I got lots of time to make it. It doesn't take long to make plate.
DM?
If he wants to make plate mail for you, that's up to him. You guys have the facilities needed to do it, so
Yeah, I just need to know how much if he's making it material wise, like how much to because base plate costs 1,500, but if he's buying the materials or I'm buying the materials, how much would
750.
that? All right, so 1,000 minus 750.
So basically, you just go to a shop, buy a broken, tattered, bent up plate, and then I'm going to tailor it to you.
All right, so that leaves me with 250 gold pieces left. Do you have to make a roll for that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is
All
there a way I
right,
could
everybody.
augment that in any way? Nope.
Josh, I can't remember. How do I get it set up for DM view now? After I got a map, I got it all set up for line of sight and time of day and everything else. But how do I set it up now for the DM view so I can see through the fog of war?
Unlock it.
All right, done.
All right.
It's
Screen over to the left a little bit.
it would be up to the DM because I'm not doing anything special with it. I'm just basically taking a broken one and just hammering it together and tailoring it to you.
Is a 19 enough to make plate for me? DM?
One of the options.
Yes, it is. Ooh, just barely though.
Oof.
But I'm not making it, and that's like it makes it easier because I'm not actually making it. It's already there. It's just I'm fixing it,
Oh, okay.
right? Like I'm
No,
not making
you were
it
gonna
from
make
scratch.
the plate. No, you were gonna make the plate. It was gonna
Yeah,
take-
but he was buying the materials, so he, like I told him just to buy.
Either way, the
plate.
task is done.
Yeah.
Either way,
Yeah.
you got the task was completed. You guys did it. All right, now
I
what
have
are
a
you
little
thinking,
extra
Josh?
gold in case.
Are you counting arrows? Or bolts?
Did you hear that, Jeff?
Yeah,
It's
one
the
second.
person above the eye. Click
Luckily, 20 arrows are only 1 gold piece each, so.
Not for him.
Bam, got you your bow, Danny.
Oh, okay. I already done one, but
Yep, I got you squared up.
which one am I keeping?
The longbow +1. I'll get rid of that crossbow. You don't need that.
Okay.
All right.
Looking above the eye. Oh,
The token
shit.
above the eye.
Yeah. That'll turn off the view.
Okay, there we go. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right, has everybody finished up their shopping?
Well, there's a couple items on the list, but I fucking got kicked out again, so.
No, well, wait a second. It's all right. Hey, man, like I said, this session was kind of introduced to new guys. This was the shopping session, like we said last time, but due to life and things, we had to push it off a little bit here and there. Plus, it's, you know, it's a good RP session anyways, man. Like I said, it's Monday Night Brew, guys. Just here to have some fun.
Somebody do me a favor. Check the Hide +1 if they're there for me. Price-wise and stat-wise.
Has anybody still got the parcel open?
What do we? Yeah, I got it. What are we looking?
It's under one of the shops.
The Hide +1. That's under. All right. So weight 12, bonus 1, max base, AC base 12, max dex 2, and it's considered magic, and it's for 2 Gs.
So the AC 15.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't got the money, and it only gives me one better. And then I guess I'll take the 3 potions of greater healing.
All right. So now that we have finished up shopping, throughout the time as you guys are shopping, your little band of misfits gets separated, and then somehow at the south gate, you guys all link up. Even your new compatriots there. How, you don't know, but you guys are all standing there at the south gate together. It's about 5 in the evening.
I don't see anything on the map.
I shared the next map where you guys are gonna jump to.
Yeah, but it's black.
Oh. Click on your token that's placed on the map.
I don't see my token on the map.
Yeah, I got the same thing. It's all black.
Yeah, our tokens aren't even on the map for me yet either.
And I double clicked on my token and
Turn off the minus thing.
Oh, I see something now.
Ah, hell.
Man, we're everywhere.
Yep. But don't worry about that right now. I'm just going to set the scene. Guys, everybody found their tokens? I want to check something here.
Still loading in.
Okay. Well, the guys that are in there, find your token and click on it. Jay, you're going to be in the...
Yeah, I see my character. I just can't click on it.
Oh.
All right,
on our way here.
Where are we trying to go? Sorry.
This would be you guys are traveling back to the vineyard. Now, the scene, though, is right now you guys are not here at the vineyard yet. You guys are standing outside the gates of Rooster City. The 2 individuals that Lord Trimbull introduced you to, just happens to, by strange weird of fate, maybe it's protected by plot, reach the south gate the same time you guys do as you're getting ready to exit. Kronos and Valkan, you guys know the area pretty well and know that there's not much around here. And what are your guys' thoughts?
For Valkan, do I know where my company is currently based? Because I've been talking to Kronos and with his archery that that would be a good place for us to go for work. They usually can hook each other up.
As far as your mercenary company is concerned, the one that you was working for and with, you was actually attached to the Crimson Suns, and you've been avoiding them.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
You've been, what little ragtag groups that you've been working with is just kind of, a couple of guys linking up together, do a job, and then kind of go your separate ways. It's, maybe you're thinking of using actual Kronos there to help you start a new mercenary company.
All right. Well, then I need my next big score or job, and since this city is shot, I would probably look where there's anywhere there's jobs for mercenaries or fighter types. So if there's anywhere that I might think of that has either open warfare, I'm trying to avoid hint hint what my background right now, so I'm not probably gonna do anything with that. But anyone with anywhere that I know if there might be active conflict, or I could possibly find jobs that could support, lifestyle
So-
like that.
Is this is he like looking and talking at the gate of the city, Rooster City?
Yes, you guys are standing at the gate of Rooster City, getting ready.
Valken, maybe not in those exact words, but Valken's probably just in a conversation with Kronos about any cities nearby he might have ideas about that have possible job opportunities for the mercenary types, since we seem pretty good at combat. But that's probably what you hear him talking about with Kronos.
Because I would have heard you talking because you saw the message I sent you, right?
Yeah.
Because I would be talking to you about the plate and making sure that it's fitting you proper and everything. And
Yeah, but see, the plate, creating the plate mail, that's not going to take place till after this. You do not have time to. Okay, all right.
I know. But I'm just I'm sizing them up for the plate is what I'm doing, right?
Gotcha. I'm tracking now.
And talking, and I'm just going to say basically what I said to you in the thing. If you guys ever come across some extra materials, keep them around. I can make you some pretty interesting things with that.
All right. I'll keep that in mind.
I may have an offer for you if you would like. Again, I'll be making you this armor. You welcome to follow. Well, not welcome. You need to follow us to our place so I can make it for you.
That's fair. You're a forge master I hired to make me plate, and I appreciate that for you giving me a discount, since it's usually much more expensive.
Yeah, I don't care about the money. You give me the materials, I'll make it for you. I do mess up every once in a while, but we won't go there. You just may get a bit of a pinch, and it may, yeah. Anyways, we are in need of some muscle if you want to come join us. It's not hired as in we're going to give you a paycheck, but your paycheck will come, I guarantee you, plus it will give you a chance to save the world.
Did I see the note, DM, that someone mentioned about the Sons of Kronos and all that stuff? Or was that, because I know someone shouted it out, but did I hear that?
You would have heard it because you were right beside him when I asked about it.
Do I recognize that? Is that something I recognize, or is that a different group from what I remember?
It is the same group.
It is the same group?
Yep.
I mean, so what are you guys doing again? I heard you mention it. In what way? I don't know a lot about the Sons of Kronos.
I show him my tattoo of.
So I need to make a deception check.
Yes. Yes.
I'm like, I'm looking at you like, will he tell me or not? Oh no.
Oh
no.
Oh.
Roll an insight check.
Watch me roll that one as well.
Great start to my D20 rolls. Great start to my D20 rolls. Hey, but nobody else is here listening in, so Oh well. Yikes.
As you guys inadvertently, you're standing there around the outside of the city. Jake walks up and starts talking to Valken. Trip comes riding along on a wagon, drawn by a couple of horses. You see him kind of look off into the distance and shake his head free. Tim, just kind of standing around, inadvertently just crawls up into the back of the wagon. almost as smooth as Steve, Kronos just kind of slides right up and takes a seat next to Trip, looking at him while you two continue your conversations and jump into the back of the wagon and start taking off down the road. About 2 of the 6-hour journey goes by when this conversation hits this dead end between Val and Jay.
I would like to say Val probably thinks he's a successful liar right now because he's not looking probably at Jay. He's probably not really there when that name gets mentioned.
Yeah. So Jay, as you're sitting there looking at him, does something about this kid's stories doesn't quite add up. But you're not getting like a murder.
Does he have a tattoo?
Vibe. But he definitely kind of cringes and looks away when you show him the tattoo. And then he does. He pulls up his sleeve and he shows a smaller...
I show them?
Yeah, well... No, you wouldn't show them, not yet.
No, I wouldn't. I would not show them.
Not yet. No, you were right. You're right. Took liberties. My bad. Yeah, no, you're... Yep.
Let's just say my clothes are currently over where the tattoo would normally sit. So you could not tell.
But you cringed when I showed you mine.
Yeah.
So that's where I got it from.
Was that a second parent on fire test?
What's the tattoo for? How did you come across that tattoo?
We'll get to there when the time comes.
Valcon kind of just nods his head quietly, and then he just kind of stares off and doesn't talk until he's really uncomfortable now. He wants to get his plate forged.
All right. So you guys come rolling up at the vineyard about 11 o'clock in the evening. As you guys do, the rest of the trip was fairly quiet. Exhaustions has overwhelmed Tim, and he's reverted back to his normal-looking self. Val and Kronos, roll me nature checks. I'll get you set up. Just give me a second.
Nature. Okay.
Because you have no idea what this person is. It's not well, to you it's not natural. What's wrong person trying to get that roll? My bad. All right, Danny, go ahead and roll this one.
Ooh.
Nope, the two of you, when he reverts back into his normal self, Tim, what do you look like again? Jerry.
He's not here.
Oh, that's right, he's still...
Yeah.
He got disconnected.
Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. All right, well, you see what was once a tall, bald-headed, grayish-looking man now turns into this large... I'm going to share a picture of him here in 1 second. This large blue-gray creature kind of appears where Tim was sitting. And the two of you are both startled and amazed at this creature.
Interesting look you adopted there, friend. Valcon was probably just surprised by the initial. He understands people hide their looks naturally, probably because of racism. So he's not exactly surprised but he's curious as to what he is. What is he? Exactly.
He's over there snoring. Does anybody want to take that one?
He is our friend.
Well, that's good enough for me if someone doesn't want to share. I don't really care that much.
He's got mushrooms on him, and they kept me alive, so that's all that matters.
He's a good mushroom guy.
Yeah.
All right. So like I said, this kind of conversation carries on. You guys arrive at the vineyard about 11 in the evening. It's the moon is high, so there's some light. All of you are exhausted. Tim just seems to curl up in the back of the wagon and stays there. Jay, you gonna take care of the horses in the wagon?
Yep.
Trip, you have 2 new guests at your vineyard. What are you gonna do? And it is late in the evening.
So then I'll just kind of tell them, how we came across this place. This was this belonged to a great guy and a great brewer. We can get you a little ale tomorrow, or if you want a little nightcap, it's some of the best ever. Golden Oak, I think it was called. And the vineyard grows great hops. Always makes the best brew, and nice, light, and refreshing. I'm parched. I'll talk to you soon. Come on in when you get a chance. I'm heading to the tap room.
And so with that, Trip, walks into the house. What is everybody else's plans for the rest of the evening?
I have plate meal to make.
Are you gonna get started on that this late in the evening?
I'm gonna get started on it. Yes.
I mean, if anything, Valcon might go with him just so he can get my measurements fully. Like, if he wants the actual instruments for his forge to be able to get the sizes he's at least going to need for the plate.
Well, I would ask you to join me for that.
Yeah, that's why I say I'll be going with him to whatever room the forge is at.
It's not necessarily. I'm not going to start forging tonight. I'm just going to draw everything up.
Okay. All right.
Like, just draw it up and get the materials and lay everything out on what I need and get sizes and stuff like that.
Kronos, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go have a brewski.
Yeah, Trip sticks his head in the workshop and says, "Hey, you guys want a beverage while you're working?"
Do you have any of that wine?
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's some about.
Yes, I'll take something to drink. I appreciate it.
You should try the oak, the golden oak, most famous ale in these lands.
And as the two of you take a flagon of ale that Jay hands out, both of you take a deep swig, realizing it is true the most delicious thing you have ever tasted in your life. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, reaches about halfway for the evening. So we're going to go ahead and take about a 10-15 minute break. We're going to come back at it and see what lies in store for our adventurers. All right.
Yes, we need to get Golden Oak Ale.
We will be right back.
Man, I'm surprised you didn't push that one. I was waiting for a conversation to explode right there. I ain't gonna lie. We'll see what happens. Who knows?
I had a nice one too, trying to make a deal on the book. The price should have gone up, man.
DM Ford Stillwater here with Monday Night Brew, bringing up the second portion of tonight's game. We're going to keep it real short and simple. Tonight was just a shopping night and a little bit of RP and introduction anyways. So without further ado, guys, you have returned to the vineyard, rested that evening, woke up early in the next morning. You know that you have this day and 4 more days left before Alabaster Graves shows up with his crazy contraption, the War Wagon. What are we thinking of where we're going to get into? What's happening, guys? How are you enjoying your downtime?
Well, Valkus and Jaja are obviously working on that plate.
Yeah.
And unless somebody talks to Valkon, he's probably just gonna be working on his weapons and sharpening and making sure his gear stays in shape. He might ask a few questions about the vineyard, though, like how you came across it, like what you grow here.
That's fine. I have the deal.
And if someone tries to take my stuff, my blind sense goes off, and I might just get a little irritated.
I would point you towards Trip and say Trip's the owner of this vineyard.
Well, yeah, it was. I mean, it was a gift from Hornridge. I don't know if you've heard of him. He was many things. And anyway, he left it to me though. Right now, and he starts turning his pockets inside out. I can't really prove that to you. I must have misplaced. And he starts looking around through the house, wandering all around before he stops, and he yells, Bob, Steve, George. Steve, Bob, George, have you guys, you remember that piece of paper you and I were looking at last time we were at the house? You looked at it a couple of times, even though I didn't really think you should be looking at it. Have you seen that thing?
We looked at a lot of papers together. You got way more specific.
There's one that you really kind of like. Anyway, if you happen to see it, let me know.
So why do you guys call him Bob, Steve, George? I'm confused. Is he Bob, Steve, or George?
Oh, it's all three. Sometimes you only see the one guy. They usually travel together.
Don't ask.
And I won't tell.
I'll tell you when he's not around.
Does that mean I wouldn't have liked him, or does that mean he would have been a part of the group?
Whisper.
Oh, my bad.
Steve or George or Bob? What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you guys up to this evening? Are George and Bob with you tonight? I've just seen you around.
We're just doing nothing. We're just following you guys. You know, making sure I get paid.
So
I'm getting paid, right?
that person who
You
gave you
paid
this
me, right?
vineyard, is he
Hey,
still alive?
You gotta pay me my money.
Oh.
What money?
You gotta pay me.
What did who? You
Him.
must. Tim?
Him. No, him. That guy over there.
Oh yes, you should talk to him about that.
All right.
No, Hornridge sadly is not with us any longer.
How did he pass?
On
You
the
see-
street?
That's a story for a different time.
Let's not. We'll talk about. Well, Steve might not remember.
Trip killed him.
Well, no, that's not what happened.
Do I need to make like a wisdom save to not show a reaction to that?
Trip stabbed him with his own knife.
That
DM,
is not true.
should I make like an insight check?
There
Do I believe
wasn't.
Steve?
There was an incident. I was not there.
I was hired to
But-
find him by a lawman because he killed his friend.
Don't ask this guy. This guy's not. You can't. Weren't you looking? Go see if you can find Bob.
See,
Steve.
Do I?
Valken, while you're standing there, you know, and you guys are all sitting around the table there, while Jay's in the back hammering away making your armor, you see Trip get a little flabbergasted, and you look at Steve. As you're looking between the two of them, Steve's not lying to you. You don't feel like Steve is lying to you. And you definitely know that Trip is like, he's fumbling over his words like, who,
You know you're supposed to know him.
You see Valken gets kind of like this, like he doesn't know what to say right now.
Like Steve said, always trust a gnome. That he told you, right? You did say that, right, Steve? Always trust a gnome?
Yeah. That's what I said.
Trust me. Wasn't me.
That'd be deception, not persuasion, good sir.
Actually,
No.
no,
because actually he is
not.
innocent.
He is not. So
Oh.
meta. He is not trying to deceive you.
Now I'm really confused because what he said now is really persuasive, but I know that Steve's not lying.
So, Trip, are you going to tell him the great story?
I saw him kill him.
Now,
No, you look
Now,
dead ass in the face.
this is not Steve had been telling you the truth up until then.
Do I believe him though? Let's find out if I have a really crappy roll or not. Nope. Okay, I knew
Yeah.
that was a lie.
He was laughing while he was telling that part, and you're like, wait a minute, what's going on here?
So this Steve was not lying at first. He was in fact sent to find me for killing Hornridge, but that's not what happened. I was framed. He was killed by another, and I happened to be the one they put in the crosshairs for it.
Well,
I am.
killed him.
He can't even tell you.
I could tell you, except it's so far I can't remember. It was Shell Thatcher.
Does that mean anything to me, DM?
No, Ed, you've never heard of this individual before.
So she actually was close to Hornridge and kind of turned on him, and I was part of the guild, and he was teaching me a lot of things, and I met a few others that are very close, who I've not seen in a while, but hopefully we'll run across and they'll help us again, to help us take care of the Crimson Suns. But
Whoa. You have something against the Crimson Suns?
no,
To take care of the Crimson Suns. That was an interesting way to word it.
I may be getting those mixed up. I'm mixing those up, right? The Children of Kronos are the ones where. Yeah, sorry.
But you would know that from my tattoo with the Crimson Suns, you would know that he wouldn't have a problem with Crimson Sun.
Right. So, yeah. Sorry.
Oh, well, the tabard that Valken is wearing is the tabard of the Crimson Sun, by the way.
Yes. Well, we would know that you were part of the Crimson Sun then.
Okay. Okay.
That's why I reacted. I was like, wait a minute, hold on.
And I got it back. I got him backwards. So anyway, he was helping me learn some things. I was part of his guild, and I don't know why Shell chose me, but she chose wisely. And there was another that was dispatched, to my luck, that was with Steve, that came hunting me. But Steve, though his ways are a little odd, has proven quite a great companion. So he was telling the truth. He occasionally does that.
One second, guys.
And I'm sure I'm forgetting a lot of stuff. So feel free to fill in, boss.
No, you pretty much summed it up. Yes, our two illustrious players from day one, Trip and Jay, were contracted by the Crimson Suns to find a lost workshop. And through their trials and tribulations, they found the workshop and earned the right to become high-ranking members in the Crimson Suns Guild. For 3 years, they worked for the Suns, doing various deeds for each faction that they belonged to. And then at the end of the 3 years, Trip was set up as the murderer of Hornridge by a friend that they actually saved in the beginning, Shell Thatcher. And then just recently, they had learned of her betrayal when she tried to assassinate them and some other friends that they had made. But they prevailed and was able to defeat her. They had learned that she was an agent for some dark force, but they still don't know who.
But to add to it, the Children of Kronos are creating havoc on the Suns and not Rooster City. What's that other city called?
Anheuser,
thank you. And creating havoc on Anheuser. So we have been kind of commissioned to put a stop to it, because if nobody stops them, it'll be the end of the world. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I'm not going to sing that because nobody needs to get demonetized.
I feel fine.
At least somebody.
So, what makes you say it's the end of the world? What is making you say that?
I'm not. So I'm still in the shop. I'm away from you, so I'm telling you this out of game.
I thought we were all together now, like almost like.
No, I'm still like drawing my.
Well, we're gonna say in between, while you're working on this, there's downtime. You got to stop and eat a sandwich every once in a while. So these conversations are taking place while you guys are in a central hub. I'm not going to be that specific.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll just tell you that in game, the end of the world, because they're using this dark magic. I don't know it. I'm not magical. Trips are wonderful magic user. He knows a lot about the magic, but they use this dark magic that I have never seen before, and I've only seen the aftermath of it, and it's not pretty.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about it either, but yeah, Shell definitely just went off the deep end.
But as I'm talking about them, I'm holding a pendant that I have, and I'm rubbing a really large fang from a wolf.
What faction are you part of the Crimson Sons? I'm just curious. Who have you worked for?
I've worked for shoot, I can't. Oh, I don't have my notes on. Gaia.
Hold on.
I'll be honest, I don't think you would know them. It is kind of a secret society. I worked protecting the grove from anything out there. Again, like I'm still like holding on to the pendant.
Do you know Quartermaster Machiavelli?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Or the crest scales? Quill? That was another someone I knew from my time in the Crimson Suns.
No, that was the crest. Is a quill and scales.
Oh, the crest is a quill and scales.
Oh, not 20.
Yes, you do know that Machiavelli was one of the 6 leaders of the Crimson Suns, and his faction pretty much took care of the city. They're the ones that ran all the various guilds, not the mercenary guilds, but the blacksmith, silversmith, trades goods. They handled the sewers and the waters, and
That's why I would know him.
Yep, that's how you know him. You know that name. Trip, you as well recognize the name. Machiavelli.
I do.
Yes, as one of the leaders of the Crimson Suns. One of the few leaders that is actually still left alive and in charge.
Guy is still alive.
Did something happen? I know that they split into a faction. Was I there for... But when did faction leaders die? Do I know when this happened? Or am I tracking that?
While the 2 years while you were gone, you guys want to tell him what happened to the city of Anheuser in this past year?
I already did.
Remember?
That's
okay. Yep. So in this past year, the Children of Kronos used ancient rites to challenge the leadership of Anheuser for control of the city, and they were defeated. But they have a year and a day to re-challenge the city. And one of the reasons why Trip and Jay are out here doing what they're doing is they are trying to find a way to create a power source for an ancient machine found in the city to help raise its defenses against the next Kronos attack.
So as I'm holding my pendant, I'm going to ask. Now I noticed the cloak you have. What is your involvement with the sun? I've never heard of you.
Oh, I was a member of the Crimson Suns. I was in the faction of Quartermaster Machiavelli. I was gone for a while. I left to do some traveling. And he doesn't get more specific than I went to go do some traveling. That's kind of all he says.
I'm going to speak up and ask, why don't you join us? If not for any other reason than to help our fellow sons out, and so that Anheuser doesn't have to be taken over by this horrible group. If only you could have saw, if you have any compassion, if only you could have saw the destruction that they did.
Trip, Steve, Jay is offering Velkin to join up with you. The other two and Kronos is sitting in the back, kind of watching as things are unfolding. What are you guys thinking?
We always could use another good companion, especially. And so tell me what we knew about Machiavelli.
Machiavelli was pretty much he ran the city portion of Anheuser, like the sewage, the water, the guilds, the housing. He was the one that made the city go round, while the other leaders controlled, either the collegiums, the armies, things like that. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, though, we are going to go ahead and call Monday Night Brew a night. I want to appreciate everybody that tuned in and watched us tonight. I want to appreciate my players that stuck it through. And I want to say that for my two new guys, hope you guys have fun. I hope this campaign continues going strong. And we are almost done with Season 2, Part 1. I'm really excited to see what Part 2 brings us and what's going to happen next. All right, with that, say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.